I am having a crisis today because I am in agreement with Donald Trump. Do you know how much it irks me to be in agreement with Donald Trump? I'm going to talk about the U.S. jobs report, which just came out, what that means for interest rates. I'm going to set the context for this so you know where I'm coming from and why I'm in agreement with Donald Trump. I'm going to talk about the tariff income, which is the dark cloud on the horizon. But first, I'll follow up on yesterday and my comment that most people buy these things and don't need them. Man, I just don't understand people who live in this black and white world. Most does not mean all. Do you know how many people got in my comments talking about how they need a pickup truck to pull something? Yes, some people need these things to pull a load, a boat, a trailer, etc. Let me just show you something. Pickup truck sales of 2024, it's about 2 million, a little over 2 million. Boat sales in 2024, it's around 180,000. So that's an 11-to-1 ratio, new boats to new trucks. You can throw in new trailers and so on and so forth. It still doesn't equal the amount of new trucks that are sold. And we all know that there are a lot of people, you may be one of them, who use these things just because they dig pickup trucks. So I stand by my comment from yesterday that most people buy these things just to drive them around and they don't need them. And it's neither here nor there because the Japanese won't buy them. Neither will the Vietnamese, but that's a topic for another day. All right, the jobs report came out, and I got to tell you, I'm completely confused. Not confused by the jobs numbers, but confused by what Jerome Powell is looking at. Unemployment bottomed out in 2023 at 3.4%, and now it's at 4.1%. It's been ideal employment, well, for 2 years. May's inflation report came out at 2.4%, and they're talking about, oh, that's still too hot. So it's back to the pre-pandemic range. I don't understand. Because keeping rates high is making things worse. Like, even though the unemployment is low, it's still higher than it was a few years ago. Yeah. Because it will break. It will break. So how many people have to be unemployed? How many people have to have their lives destroyed? To get this number to be what? To get it to be what? Because it's less than pre-pandemic already. It's back into the pre-pandemic range. All due respect to Jerome Powell, it is not his job to run the government. Whatever the tariffs do, okay? It's not his job to ruin the economy because he doesn't like the outcome. If he thinks tariffs will increase prices, well, just take the tariff out of the calculation and go from there. Because here's one thing that is legit. The United States is taking in tariff revenue. It's taking in a lot of tariff revenue because there's no choice, right? These companies have to pay. They have to pay the tariff. There's no write-offs. There's no deductions. No, you have to pay the tariff. Now, this article is from Wolf Street. They do some selective choices in saying that, the tariffs have no effect on pricing, but we all know that tariffs do have an effect on pricing. But the point is, this is going to be seen as a success by the Trump administration. They are not going to back down on tariffs. These trade negotiations, completely bullshit. The tariffs are there. The tariffs are working as far as they're concerned. The tariffs are staying in place. So JP will keep the rates high, which will cause other governments to keep their rates high, namely ours, because we can't think for ourselves. And we will, every day, march a little bit closer to that inevitable moment where it all falls apart. I don't get it.